You are listening to Lesson 5, Chapter 1 of Form 4 World History. Cameroon, General Education. Narrated by Wacheseh Academy. The Unification of Germany. Factors that hindered German unification. Differences between the North and the South. The North was more inclined to absolutism and the South to liberalism. Most people in the North were Protestant while those in the South were Catholics. The North was more populated than the South. Lack of a patriotic king. Frederick William V rejected the crown offered to him to rule a united Germany. He will not pick a crown from the gutters. The despotic rulers of the small German states were not willing to lose their privileges in a united Germany under the Emperor. Conflict over the government of a united Germany. The debates on whether Austria should be part of a united Germany or not. Prussia, or Austria should be the leaders of a united Germany delayed and hindered German unification. Austria was strongly against liberal ideas, supporting unification. Austria spies and armies suppressed unification ideas. France strongly opposed the establishment of united Germany because it wanted to dominate Central Europe. Factors that favored the unification of Germany after 1862. A custom union had already been set up comprising of most of the German states, which promoted economic unity. 39 states in Germany had a common parliamentary at Frankfurt and most cooperated. The decline of Austria after 1862 while Prussia under Bismarck became an economic and military power to champion the unification of Germany. The rise of a patriotic King William I who was not afraid of Austria and gave full support in the unification struggle. The emergence of Bismarck as minister-president in 1862. Bismarck's ability to crush the liberals in the civil service and parliament opposed to a strong army opened the way for Bismarck to establish a strong army, to secure the unification of Germany. Bismarck's skills to isolate and defeat Austria in the 7 Weeks' War of 1866 enabled Prussia to absorb Holstein and Schleswig and expel Austria from German affairs, obstructing German unity. Formation of Customs Union in 1867, which brought the South German states into custom union with the North German Confederation. Authoritarian rule of Bismarck. He modernized Prussia in order to make it a leading German state strong enough to champion unification. He caused the liberals in the civil service and parliament. He adopted press censorship and used authoritarian methods to carry out unification. This was to enable him to collect the necessary taxes to build a strong Prussian army to be used in a war against Denmark, Austria and France to achieve unification. Bismarck went to war against Denmark in 1864. Before Bismarck went to war, he created favorable conditions by isolating Denmark. He helped Tsar Alexander of Russia to crush Polish rebels and secured Russian neutrality. He promised Napoleon of France territories along the rivers Rhine and won French neutrality. Austria joined Prussia in an alliance and defeated Denmark in 1864. In the Convention of Gerstein, in 1865, Denmark lost Schleswig and Holstein to Prussia and Austria respectively. Bismarck went to war with Denmark because Holstein had a large German population, wanted to increase the geographical frontiers and resources of Prussia in order to be stronger to champion the unification of Germany. Bismarck had to go to war against Austria in 1866. Bismarck isolated Austria. He won the support of France by promising Napoleon territories along Rhineland, Belgium, Luxembourg in an unwritten argument. He promised Italy Venetia held by Austria and won Italian support and was already on good terms with Russia. Prussia provoked war by accusing Austria of mismanagement of Holstein, moving her forces to occupy Holstein. Prussia defeated Austria in the 7 Weeks' War, in the Battle of Sadowa in July 1866. In April 1867, the North German Confederation was formed, presided by Williams I and Bismarck as Chancellor. Bismarck needed war against Austria because Austria was an obstacle to German unification. Bismarck had to go to war against France in 1870. Bismarck isolated France. Britain was angry with the French demands of Belgium because Belgium was a neutral country. Austria was on friendly terms because he did not punish Austria severely after the war in 1866 in the Treaty of Prague. He had the support of Russia because he promised them support against the Black Sea Clause after the Crimean War. Bismarck annoyed France by supporting the candidature of Leopold to the Spanish throne, which was opposed by the French. Bismarck went to war with France because he wanted control of the South German states protected by France. Why Bismarck fell from power. William II was arrogant and inexperienced in international politics to understand Bismarck's foreign policy. The youthful William II felt he was strong and competent to serve Germany as emperor and no longer needed Bismarck. William II had ideological differences with Bismarck. William favored socialism, which Bismarck was against. Bismarck had created a lot of conflicts with the Catholics. Bismarck was anxious to preserve Russian friendship, while William wanted friendship with Austria-Hungary to control the Balkans. William II wanted more colonies in Africa while Bismarck was against it. Kaiser William II wanted absolute powers and was not willing to allow Bismarck to supervise his political actions. Bismarck's age and failing health made Kaiser William drop him.